Hello, and welcome to Den.Social. I'm your host, I am for I am, and I'm here just to kind of give you a give a casual conversation about Den.Social, what makes it special, what makes it unique, and that's what we're going to talk about right now. And I will be brief and quick, and let's get right into it. So, Den.Social is a social media site that I think you're all going to enjoy, and I also think you're going to find it very unique and different. Now, prediction markets have become very popular, especially in the last election cycle. There was a prediction market, Harris versus Trump, and people were making their bets. And as we know, Trump won, and those who bet on Trump earned a reward. Well, let's just imagine for a moment if there was a prediction market and a social media market or social media platform that were put together as one platform and it was supported by a blockchain underneath it. Well, that's what Den.Social is. I just described it. It's a prediction market with a social media site where all of us as users on the site make predictions on content and we post content hoping we get good bets or favorable outcomes or favorable upvotes and not downvotes. And by doing these things, that's how we're incentivized and it becomes a prediction market. And it's beautiful. It works beautiful. And that's what Den.Social is. It's just that. It's a prediction market where people bet on memes, maybe on election. Or is this post written by AI or not AI? On sports, on music video? That's right. You can take a YouTube video and post it into Den and it'll play a YouTube video. And you can talk about the music video, why you liked it. You could post why you like that genre. And other people will join in on their votes. And when you get in early on various content in your predictions, that's how you earn more rewards. So everyone is incentivized to earn more and post more. And that's what makes Den.Social so valuable and so different. Den.Social takes quality posts, people vote on quality, and that pushes it to the top. Or say fake news or erroneous information is pushed down because it's voted down or doesn't get any energy. And another thing that makes Den.Social very unique is we call our categories, we call them layers, like dragon layers because it's built on Dragon Chain. Some of you are familiar with Reddit and they have subreddits. Well, Den.Social just has layers. What makes them unique is you can't own a subreddit on Reddit and earn some kind of reward from everyone posting in your subreddit. But on Den.Social, you can own a layer or a portion of a layer, and everyone that posts in that layer, you can earn a reward. That's just one way to earn crypto. But you don't have to be involved or get involved into crypto to be on Den.Social. But we have lots of different layers. We have random content. We got an advice layer, a dreams layer, science and technology. We even have an Indian layer for India, China, Japan, even a Pakistan layer. If you're into the economy or finance, you can find information there. Animals, pets, pet care, photography, maybe your travel photography. Anyway, so Den.Social has a lot of different layers for a lot of different content for people to make posts in, or a content marketplace, a variety of different content marketplaces. Now, the beautiful thing about Den.Social, and this is what the homepage looks like if you were to just go to Den.Social and where you can log into Den.Social. Now, what's interesting about Den is all it takes is just a login, is an email. So you can use your favorite email provider to log into Den.Social. And all it takes is an email. Let's just say I'm going to make one. Let's call it the fake real Donald J. Trump 123. As long as that's a valid email and I log into Den with that and validate the email with its password that I set up, then away I am, away I go. I'm in Den.Social. And I can change my name on Den.Social to, I don't know, the real fake Trump or whatever you might want to call yourself on Den.Social. So essentially, you could be anonymous. Like I use the profile name I am for I am, aka William, and that's what Den.Social has. You can even post anonymously in certain layers. Like we have a layer called the whistleblower layer. If you're a whistleblower and you want to post anonymously, you can post there. And you can post information on what you're blowing the whistle on. So it's a wonderful site and it has a lot to offer. And that's what Den.Social is. And this is what the home page looks like. Now, if you were to log into Den, you would see maybe something like this person went to Helsinki, Finland, and posted these beautiful images this past winter. Or, we have people from all over the world that post different information. Maybe it's technical information, maybe it's tips or how-to information, anything of various random content that people can vote on. Remember, it's a prediction market. Now, remember I told you it's written on a blockchain, and it's on the Dragon Chain blockchain, makes it decentralized. Now, why is this important? Let's talk about that real briefly. Den.Social is the reason it's on a decentralized platform like Dragon Chain is we wanted to make sure that the users, by the way, we call ourselves Denizens, as in citizen, and Denizen instead of user. The user's data is not sold to anyone because it's decentralized. On other websites, your data is sold, but because Den.Social is on a blockchain, it's not sold. As a matter of fact, there are no ads on Den. There's no spamming on Den. There are no bots on Den. It would be very difficult to spam because as soon as someone puts up some kind of ad or spam, we as denizens all jump in and call it spam, and it's blurred out and people just ignore it. And so it just isn't worth it to spam people on Den.Social. It doesn't work. As a matter of fact, we are, many of you have probably heard of community notes on X, formerly known as Twitter. Well, Den.Social has been doing community notes for years, long before they were ever doing it. So that's what Den.Social does and has had ability. No ads, no spam. You control your data, and your data is not sold. On these other platforms, they monitor how much time you spend at each location on the platform, how much time you spend here and there, and then they target that data so that you get inundated with a bunch of ads that they think are going to work and sell you, and you get interrupted into what you're watching or viewing on their sites, but not on Den.Social. No ads. But because it's on a platform like a blockchain platform, that means there's no political censorship. Now, this is huge. No political censorship. Let me explain. A lot of platforms out there have a centralized power, and they have a centralized viewpoint, maybe a political viewpoint. And they will make sure that the content that's on their site aligns with their political values or views. And they may not align with yours. And they will also herd people over here because they want you to look at this information and this narrative. Or they'll herd you over here or move you over here, or they'll censor this information so you can't look at this information. Or shadow ban it. Or free speech but limited reach. Well, Den.Social isn't like that at all. Den.Social it doesn't have an algorithm like these other platforms do. You and I are the algorithm. The algorithm is voting up or voting down. So good information flows to the top and bad and untruthful information sinks. So there is no political censorship. There is no central power that wants you to look or see certain information or not see or learn about different information. That's the power of blockchain, and that's the power of Den.Social on a blockchain. And that's why it's a predictive market, a prediction market with rewards where people are incentivized to weed out AI versus non-AI, to weed out fact versus fiction. That is the power of being on a blockchain and using a prediction market, a social media platform on a blockchain. Powerful stuff. And if you understand that, then you get the idea now why there's crypto rewards in there. And it's okay if you're not into crypto. You don't have to be able to be on Den.Social and enjoy it. It doesn't require you to be involved in the crypto world. Den.Social is just a place to hang out. It's a fun place to see the world and maybe see the world from a different perspective, a different viewpoint, and to have fun, making predictions, getting in early on a prediction, maybe posting a meme that you think is funny and you think other people will find funny, and pile on and give you a lot of upvotes. Good humor. There's a humor layer. There's a movie and TV, layer. And if you like a particular television show or movie, you can post it on Den and explain why you like it, and other people might agree with you. Or they may not like the movie, but they like your review and give you a positive, feedback and positive upvotes. And that's how you earn crypto or earn rewards on Den.Social. And by the way, the token is called Matter or MTR because we use energy to vote with and matter. So you can kind of see energy and matter. And it happens to be an Ethereum ERC20 token. But just because it's on a blockchain and it has crypto involved in it doesn't mean that that's all what Den.Social is about. We have a lot of people on Den.Social that are not into crypto or that kind of thing. They just like reading interesting postings and they like voting up or down, being an evaluator or posting content themselves. So that's essentially what Den.Social is. Now, I can give you a tip. If you go to Den.Social, and like I said, all it takes is an email and you join, there's a layer called Introduce Yourself. Here's your tip. Go to the Introduce Yourself layer. Maybe tell us a little something about you. Tell us something about you, like maybe your hobbies that you like, or where you would like to travel to someday, or where you've been, something like that. Maybe tell us how you heard about Den.Social. And when we see, as denizens, see a new person come to the Introduce Yourself layer and introduce themselves, we pile on a lot of energy towards that person to make them feel welcome. And that energy turns into matter, which gives you more votes. Oh, and by the way, if you wanted to propose something on X or Meta or Reddit, and you hope that they would change something or do something differently, well, you can't really do that. You'd have to be a stock owner, maybe. But on Den.Social, if you have just one matter, you have a say. You have a vote and you can propose a change to the site. That's correct. It has a decentralized governance system. So we, as denizens, have a say on how the site should be run or managed, what new enhancements should be added. It's powerful stuff. And it's the way social media should be. A prediction market where we all have a say, where we're incentivized to push quality to the top, facts to the top, truth to the top, and anything else down. And I hope you'll come join us on Den.Social. And I would encourage you to check us out. Go to Den.Social, introduce yourself on the Introduce Yourself layer, and I will see you there. Look for me. It's I am for I am. And that's basically it about Den.Social. So let's go out with Enter the Dragon, a little quick outro video, and shows you different pictures of Den.Social and what the site looks like. Thank you for watching all the way to the end.
Because that goal will serve to organize and measure the best.
Adaptable, all capital, label radical yet rational. A tactical approach is palpable if this animal is fallible, but that conclusion is laughable. So with for all detachable from the mandible, you see it now.